Okay, so a story broke yesterday out of the New York Daily News in the city, and it is about Congressman Richard Hanna. They're saying Congressman Hanna could be running for governor of New York State. Very interesting. It's above the fold headline in today's Observer Dispatch. Richard Hanna for governor, ? It could be a possibility. The Daily News reported Monday that the Republican congressman from Barneveld, who is retiring at the end of the year, has been approached by some Republicans about a run for governor in 2018. According to the article, Levitt wrote that a GOP operative who was not named said that I love the operatives. Because there's an operative always has skin in the game in some way, don't you think?
Right. Nobody just volunteers information unless there's...
When you're giving out information, usually you're giving it for some reason that could benefit you.
Could Jim Zecca be considered a GOP operative now?
No.
Because of his love of Trump?
Maybe.
I mean,
if he calls up the New York Daily News and then doesn't want his name out there, and then they're like, what should we call you? Call me an operative.
He might dress up like one for Halloween, but I wouldn't say that he's a GOP operative.
He's a Trump operative, let me say that. Anyway, here's the quote. They said that Hanna has told people he's open to at least thinking about it, even as he is having a house built outside of New York. I thought that was very interesting. That's from the operative. I spoke with Congressman Hanna yesterday, and we have a story that's up on our news site at WIBX950.com. So the conversation that we had, first of all, is that part of the story is absolutely, and I'll tell you that probably 3 months ago, Richard Hanna said to me, there are people that want me to run against Cuomo, if Cuomo were to run. So I've kind of known this. We've really never talked about it on the air, but it's been something that's been out there. So and he says that he has been approached by several to run. Now, do I think personally that he is taking this very seriously? I don't know.
Why did he get out of Congress is the big question you have to ask. To spend more time with his family, and because he was done. He was finished. So why would he run for governor, which is much more stressful?
The other part, though, the New York Daily News story says, even as he is having a house built outside of New York. And this part, Hanna was very clear on with me yesterday and said, I don't know what house they're talking about. He said, I'm not building any house outside New York. And what they're probably referencing is his home, which he owns a home in Virginia, which is about 5 miles or about 5 hours away from Washington, D.C. And he said that is a home. I think he was quite blunt in the way he said it. Well, my wife likes the water, so I bought a house near the water. And so that's that story. So, but it's a vacation home. It's not a home. I did specifically ask him, once you retire, are you leaving the area? And his answer to that was absolutely not. This is where we live. I have a great place in Barneveld. It's our home, and that's where we live. So I thought that was interesting. Now, the conservatives got into it a little bit, saying, that would be a bad move for him to run. Keeping in mind, a lot of Republicans are very angry with Richard Hanna right now over the fact that he has not only said he won't vote for Donald Trump, but he's endorsed Hillary Clinton. They say that while the more moderate Hanna perhaps would be an attractive candidate in the general election race in heavily Democratic New York if he could raise money. This is another Republican speaking about this. He said that Hanna would have a very difficult time, an uphill battle to win the GOP primary, where voters tend to be much more conservative, and probably didn't help himself if he was interested in running for governor by endorsing Hillary Clinton, right? Does that kind of make sense? So he'd have a tough time getting through the primary. So they say. Anyway, that's the big story that's out there today. I wouldn't put too much credence in it. I wouldn't start printing any signs, Hanna for governor, because I just don't know that I see it happening. However, his campaign not speaking yesterday, his congressional headquarters not speaking about it when asked, and that's all we have.